Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping back into DC Dark Legion and we're going to take a look at a couple things. First, we're going to take a look at the latest update. There's been some very cool things that has happened over this last week. I think it was a fantastic update. Also, FunPlus has shared with us what their roadmap looks like for 2025. At least Q1 and early Q2. There's a lot to really look at and some cool stuff to talk about. So let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm going to jump on over to their Discord. If you're not part of their official Discord, I'll put a link in the description below. Definitely go here. There's a lot of players here talking about the game and helping each other, as well as my Discord. Join mine as well. Link in the description below, and keep up on everything that's happening with the game. All right, let's talk about these update notes. Some very cool things have happened here. I'm not going to go through it in detail. I'm going to pick out some specific things that I'd like to talk about, but if you want to see the details, definitely go to their Discord, go to their update notes so you can check it out. So first, we have a new epic vehicle here, Abin Sur's Starship. Vehicles are very important when you take a look at events such as Rift, especially the Guardian event. You can use as many vehicles as you can get your hands on. This is a free-to-play vehicle. You can get it out of the League store. It's pretty cheap, so everybody should be able to get it pretty easy. We got some additional levels in Training Simulator as well as the ACN, the Anti-Crime Network. ACN is where you would go to farm a bunch of different resources to get your roster leveled up and everything like that, right? Amnesty Bay, so they've extended the story. We've got some Dark Legion versions of Batgirl, Mera, and Aquaman. We got a new tracker here, started on January 24th, as that was yesterday as of the recording of this video. Sinestro has joined the roster. Hearing a lot of great things about him. And then new challenges in the Realm of Fate. So in the Training Simulator, we have new variations of that require specific teams in order to battle. So that's pretty cool. It just allows for you to mix and match your teams, take your strong teams in there and get some resources. Some other cool things I want to take a look at here as well. So there's improvements to leagues and things like that. But check this out. This was huge. Raised the free reset limit for champion level from 120 to 300. So previously, once you hit level 121, you can no longer reset your heroes. Now it's once you hit level 301, which is awesome. Remember, when you reset your heroes, you get all of your resources back except for your AC/DC shards. Your AC/DC shards are what you use for force. Don't worry if you spent those on your force, because once you get your characters back up to the level that they need to be, all of your force upgrades and everything will be there. You're not going to lose that. But just keep in mind, you do not get your AC/DC shards back. Crisis response has gone up to level 50. That's great. Just allows for some additional resources as well. A lot of great stuff here. Let's see. Let's go into this. So we have an 8-hour patrol. This launched. It's been renamed as an expedition. This is good when, let's say, you've cleared out everything in your crisis response. There's nothing else to do there and you're waiting for a reset. There's always an expedition there. So you can just set your teams on expedition if you're not doing any wars or any Dark Legion battles, right? So you can always go and do your expeditions. Then once it resets, or you're getting ready to go into Rift or whatever, you can recall those expeditions, and you're going to get resources for the amount of time that you spent in the expedition. You're not going to lose anything. So it's just a way to continually get your resources. Umbral Rift, we had some new updates there. We have an MVP that'll be called out now. We've got some improved rewards there, which I think is good. This right here, not a huge fan of this. More restrictions around scheduling of your Rift. So players can only select League Boss time slots that are available after 6 hours, and scheduling for the current event is unavailable within the last 7 hours before the event. So it gets very confusing. Just make sure to watch that timer on the top left part of your screen so that you know when you can schedule your event. So if I go into here, go into my league here, boom, I can't schedule anything here. I've got an hour and 36 minutes before I can go ahead and schedule it. So watch your timer there. All right, so let's go back out. Let's take a look at, let's see, Guardian Challenge. We did some minor changes there. They reduced the champion's resurrection time when an attack fails, so you can get back into battle a little bit quicker. Also, each time the defense team side engages in a battle, their stamina cost will be slightly increased. So just did some improvements there. Didn't really see that it impacted the battle too much when we had our events today. We see some updates to Batman, which I think is cool. So Dark Knight Detective, Batman has a fixed percentage chance dodge. This is what it was previously, to dodge basic attack and throw, or to dodge basic attack and throw the Batarang at the attacker, dealing physical damage equal to a certain percentage here of his attack, stunning the attack for 0.5 seconds. That is now changed. Every 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 seconds, Batman dodges a basic attack and throws a Batarang at the attacker, dealing physical damage equal to 100% of his attack there and interrupting the target, which is cool. After which Batman becomes briefly untargetable. So that's pretty nice. We see a little buff with Batman. I do like the utility belt as well. The previous and updated version is exactly the same. You're going to throw out a smoke bomb, physical damage equal to a certain percentage of his attack in a circular area with a base chance of a certain percentage as well. But instead of reducing accuracy, it's going to reduce the attack, which I think is much better. So, and then some various fixes and things here. So I thought it was a pretty significant update. This probably one of my favorite pieces right here, just because by increasing the reset limit up to level 300, it just allows us to go in there, play around, mix and match, and just test our characters a little bit more before we really set in on who our top 5 are going to be. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and talk about the roadmap. It's right here. This was just posted recently. The cool thing about having a roadmap is, number one, not every developer does it, so I really appreciate Helen for sharing this, and obviously FunPlus for providing it. But it gives us an idea of what's going to happen here in Q1 and early Q2. It also reinforces the fact that we're going to get this game out pretty quick. So I'm still expecting late February, early March. We have Darkest Timeline here. Darkest Timeline supposed to be launching at the end of January, which is this coming up week. So maybe within the next week or two, we're going to see Darkest Timeline. This is important because this is like a labyrinth game mode where you're going to go from battle to battle. As you win battles, you select specific buffs so that you continue to buff your team as you move through it, or you can recruit different characters. You get resources and things as well. So that is also going to be the main source for AC/DC shards, which is what we use to upgrade our force. Right now, we don't really have a good source for that. We do with Darkest Timeline. Next, we have a Valentine's Day event. This is cool. This is our first real, I think, a first real seasonal event that we've ever had, and it's a Valentine's Day one. Maybe we have a surprise and we're going to see global launch before Valentine's Day. Maybe not. That would be a little early in my opinion, but cool to see that we actually have a seasonal event coming in. We have cross-server 3v3 meta brawls. Cross-server and 3v3 meta brawl is what it says. So very curious to see what that looks like. Obviously, it's PvP. It's going to be cross-server. It's 3 characters against 3 characters. So I'm just kind of curious what else that might look like. Friend system. We have a friend system coming. Don't know exactly what that looks like. Typical friend system, you know, you collect a certain number of friends. You can have, you have a max number that you can friend, and then you can send resources. You can send energy, things like that, back and forth to each other. So we'll see what this looks like. In some friend systems, you're able to borrow some of your friend's heroes in order to get through some of the tougher content, things like that. So not exactly sure what that looks like, but hopefully we'll see soon. I'm excited for this next one, Cross-Server Guardian Challenge. We have the Guardian event now. It is within the confines of our individual servers, but really cool to see this branch out and go beyond that, because this just gives a whole nother level of competition to the higher tier leagues. Also allows for more opportunity for lower tier leagues as well. Right now, only a certain number of leagues can get in there. I hear it's only the top 24 leagues can get into it. Maybe we'll see that expand. Not sure what that looks like, but very curious and very excited for that. And then Battle Royale. This is something that's cool. So I think it was Kryptoniak, Aulir, both of them, I think, shared something that FunPlus had did with State of Survival, which is a very popular game of theirs. They have something called Survival Royale. Aulir sent me the link to it today. I'm going to put a link. I'll put that link in the description below so you can see it, just to see what could be possible with this type of event. I think it's really cool. Typical Battle Royale rules, right? You have a map. You drop into the map, and then you loot buildings and things like that to get resources. You fight battles, and then you just have that safety zone continually shrink. And as it shrinks, everybody gets pushed more and more to the middle of the map. And then obviously the last person standing is the winner. And you really want to last as long as you can, because the longer you last, the more rewards you get. I think it's a very cool concept, and I'm excited to see what that looks like in this game. So again, check it out. I got that link in the description below so you can see what Survival Royale looks like. But there you go, everybody. Lots happening with this game. A lot has happened in the last week, and it looks like we have a lot coming up over the next few months. So very excited for it. Very curious on your thoughts. What do you think about the game so far, about the update, and about what's coming? Definitely leave your comments and questions in the comment section below so that everybody can benefit from the questions and answers from everybody else. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.